Welcome to the poster presentation of PEN 2021. Here I will be talking about the standing shock in the accretion flow around Cartov-Nut spacetime. Accretion is a process by which a compact object gravitationally accumulates the nearby matter. Here we wish to study the properties of the standing shock in the relativistic accretion flow around K-T black hole, and we want to see the effect of the Nut parameter and Kerr parameter on it. So the spacetime is given by equation 1. It is a stationary and axisymmetric spacetime. The metric components are given by this. Here we see there is two parameters ak and n, where ak is the Kerr parameter and n is the Nut parameter. Kerr parameter is related to the rotation of the black hole, and Nut parameter it is called the gravitomagnetic monopole, or it is also considered as a massless rotating rod. Here, depending on the AK and N, the spacetime represent the black hole, and sometimes it represent the naked singularity case also. Here we will study only the black hole case. Here we use CG MBH equal to 1, and in this unit system the length, angular momentum and time are expressed by these. Here we get the two conserved quantity. One is the specific energy and another is the specific angular momentum. Then we have the energy momentum conservation equation, and this is the particle number conservation equation. The conservation of momentum is given by equation 3, where phi effective is E is the effective potential around the K-T black hole on the equatorial plane, and it is given by Dihing et al. In 2020. The conservation of mass is given by equation 5, and entropy generation equation is equation 6. So to see how the accretion flow behaves, we need the wind equation, which is dV/dr, where nr and dr is given by equation 8 and 9, and we have also the temperature gradient equation, which is equation 10. In this figure, we plotted the effective potential with respect to the radial coordinates. So in the first figure, we fix the Nut parameter and changes the Kerr parameter. So the black one represent the Kerr parameter for 0.75, and as we decrease the Kerr parameter, it behaves like that. But in the figure B, we fix the Kerr parameter is 0.5 and we changes the Nut parameter. So the black one, it is for the greater Nut parameter, which is 0.75, and as we decrease the Nut parameter, it behaves like this. So from these two figures, we can see that the effect on the potential because of the Nut parameter and Kerr parameter is opposite. In this figure, we plotted the energy with the critical point. So the black color represents the saddle depth critical point, the red one represents the nodal type, and blue one represents the spiral type critical point. Here we are interested only on the saddle type, which are the physically acceptable critical point, and we will see how the flow behaves when it passes through the saddle type critical point. So in the both figure, we also see here the Nut parameter is fixed at 0.2 and the Kerr parameter is changing. So this is, as we increase the Kerr parameter, it behaves like this way, and in the second figure we fix the Kerr parameter and changes the Nut parameter. So when the Nut parameter increases, the energy behaves like this. So these are also opposite. Here we see how the solution topology behaves if we fix the Kerr parameter and changing the Nut parameter. So we see this is for the lower value of Nut parameter. It is for 0.0, and this one is the for 0.25, and this is for the 0.5. So as we increase the Nut parameter, we see we are getting one critical point from the two critical point. But here we see if we fix the Nut parameter and changing the Kerr parameter, so we see this is for the lower value of Kerr parameter 0.9, and this is for the greater value of Kerr parameter 1.0. So as we increase the Kerr parameter, we will get two critical point from the one critical point. So the solution topology also behaves in the opposite manner because of Kerr parameter and Nut parameter. In this figure, we plotted the fourth type of solution and we also plotted the parameter space where this fourth type of solution exists. So the I type solution represent this type of solution, and in this type solution exists in this region. Here we get only one critical point, and for also O type critical point we are getting one critical point, and in the bounded region we get the multiple critical point, and the boundary represent when the entropy accretion rate at the inner critical point and outer critical point is equal. But in the W type critical point, the entropy accretion rate at the outer critical point is greater than the entropy accretion rate at the inner critical point. But in the A type solution, which represent this solution, here the entropy accretion rate at the inner critical point is greater than the entropy accretion rate at the outer critical point. So where the shock will form, it will depend where the flow contains the multiple critical point. Then we have to check where the entropy accretion rate is greater than at the inner critical point is greater than the entropy accretion rate at the outer critical point. And then we have to check where the Rankine homogeneous shock condition is satisfied or not. The mass conservation, energy conservation, pressure balance equation are given by equation 11, 12 and 13. So this is a accretion solution which contains shock. So what is shock? When the flow is at the outer edge and the inner edge, there always the gravitational force is greater than the centrifugal force, and as the flow passing through the outer critical point and it is coming closer to the black hole, in between some region, inner and outer, we see that the centrifugal force and gravitational force become comparable to each other, and because of this the matter gets accumulating at that region, and after a certain time it jumps from the supersonic region to the subsonic, and the velocity decreases again because of the gravitational force. It enters into the black hole passing through this critical point. So this sudden jump, it is called the shock solution or shock transition. So in this figure we plotted the dotted line when the flow does not contain shock, and the solid line represent when the flow contains shock. Here we will see how the shock location varies with the Kerr parameter, and here we will see how the shock location varies with Nernst parameter. In the both figure we plotted for different angular momentum. So in the first figure we see as the spin parameter increases, the shock location also increases, means shock forms at the outer edge from the black hole. But as we increase the Nernst parameter, we see shock goes to the inner side of the black hole. So here the effect of the Kerr parameter and Nernst parameter is opposite on the shock location. In this figure we plotted the same shock location with Kerr parameter and here shock location with Nernst parameter, but here we plotted for different values of energy. Here we also see as the Kerr parameter increases, shock locates at a greater distance from the black hole, but as the Nernst parameter increases, shock locates closer to the black hole. So here we also see the opposite behavior. This is the parameter space plot in the lambda A plane for which we can get the shock solution. So the first figure represent for three different values of AK. This green one represent for spin parameter 1.1 and the red one represent for spin parameter 0.1. But in this figure B, we see the red one represent for lower value of Nernst parameter and this one represent for greater value of the Nernst parameter. So here on the parameter space also the behavior is opposite. This is the parameter space for the shock in the AKN plane for which we are getting the shock solution, and here we plotted for three different values of angular momentum. Here we plotted the surface density. Surface density is the rho density into half thickness of the disc. So here we plotted for three different values of mass accretion rate, and the dotted line represent when the flow does not contain shock and the solid line represent when the flow contains shock. So we can say that when the flow contains shock, the surface density is always greater than the flow which does not contain shock. Then we plotted the luminosity. Here we consider the Behm-Starling luminosity as the ion and electron are considered as a free. So because of the free collision we get the Behm-Starling radiation. So here we plotted the luminosity with AK and N and for different values of mass accretion rate. So we see that for greater values of mass accretion rate always we get the greater luminosity. But as the Kerr parameter increases, the luminosity increases, but as the Nernst parameter increases, luminosity decreases. But in the both figure, when we compare with the shock solution and without shock solution, we get the higher luminosity for the shock solution. Here we also plotted the luminosity with AK and here luminosity with Nernst parameter, and we also compare for the shock solution without shock solution, and here we plotted for different values of lambda. So we see to get the higher values of luminosity we need the shock solution. Here we plotted the same thing for different values of energy, and we also can conclude that for the shock solution we get the higher luminosity than the without shock solution, and the behavior because of the Kerr parameter and Nernst parameter is also opposite. So we conclude that the Kerr parameter and Nernst parameter behaves in the opposite manner in the accretion flow, and it also affects on the shock location as well as luminosity. Thank you.